You have nothing else better to do but get the bag, okay? Hey y'all, it's your girl G and I'm back with another video. This time we will not be discussing food. I'm sorry y'all, I know, but I'm excited to announce that we'll be talking about how I secured the bag and created my own full ride to Spelman College. Now y'all, a lot of y'all have been asking me to do this video, asking me to really just put something together to help everybody else secure the bag, get these scholarships, get this money, and just really not go into debt and don't allow your parents to get in debt as well. So without further ado, we're gonna get right into this. So just a transparent background about me. A lot of you know my parents got divorced when I was about 6 back in 2006. And that kind of resulted in them really not having the funding for my education. And y'all know my dad is very blunt. Like, he just told me flat out, like, look, you're gonna have to go get a swim scholarship or just some type of athletic scholarship or academic, because I don't have any money for you. The lawyers got all my money, I don't have nothing, so you need to find a scholarship to go to college. So honestly and transparently, I've always wanted to go to Spelman since the age of 6. I have a picture of myself near the little Spelman sign, and I just really put my mind into it. I'm like, you know what? I know my parents can't pay for this, but this is a dream of mine. I'm gonna make it happen. So I really just put myself out there and made it happen. So I just really feel like now that I just graduated, a lot of y'all know I just graduated in this past May with a full ride, created my own full ride using multiple scholarships. The number one thing that you must consider before applying to scholarships is your EFC. Now, these are the things that a lot of people don't tell you. Your EFC stands for Estimated Family Contribution. This number is going to allow the scholarship committee to just consider how much money they want to give you or whether or not they want to give you the scholarship. So for example, my EFC was 0. My dad, my parents, they didn't have any money for me to go to school. So with that number being 0, the scholarship committee is able to look at that and say, this student right here really deserves a scholarship because they have no money. Their parents, this person's parents doesn't have any money, or even really enough money within their household to help pay for their school. So that is a very important number. And a lot of people, I get a lot of complaints that people come to me like, hey, I don't get any scholarships. And you must consider how much money your family is bringing in. That's one. The other thing is I'm really big on putting yourself in different organizations or spaces that really lack either diversity or just some type of gap that needs to be filled. So for example, a lot of y'all know, now that I've graduated from Spelman, I am now going to Emory University with a $53,000 scholarship. And I'm like, a lot of people are probably like, girl, how are you getting all these scholarships? Like, you go from one school to the other school. Now, quick story. My accounting class, this is my second to last semester at Spelman. I had an accounting class, and we had a seminar where Emory was pretty much coming to Spelman and advocating for their financial literacy program, which is analytical finance. So a lot of y'all know I get my master's in analytical finance. So within this program, it's a new program that Emory is launching in the fall. So they came to Spelman to increase the diversity. And I mean, what better school to come to but Spelman College, right? Anyways, I felt like that was really a great initiative to improve the diversity because a lot of us were interested. We're like, y'all have scholarships for us to go to school? And I'm like, as expensive as Spelman was $54,000 a year, roughly $216,000 for all 4 years. I'm like, I don't want to get into debt. So given that Emory came to the school, I'm like, let me go ahead and apply. So next thing you know, a couple months later, I get my acceptance letter and it has a $53,000 scholarship. So that's one. I really feel I'm a strong advocate for putting yourself in spaces where if somebody's reaching out to you, you're getting emails like, hey, we have this new program. 9 times out of 10, they're advertising that program because they need some type of gap being filled. So take advantage of that opportunity. I encourage everybody to just apply. Use your time wisely to apply. You never know what you can get out of something unless you put your application in. There's been plenty of scholarships I've also applied for who were dedicated just for freshmen. And I was a senior, and some freshmen, they might not even have enough freshmen who applied for that scholarship. So they'd rather just give it to somebody who also applied but may not be totally in that criteria, if you understand what I mean by that. So I'm pretty sure you guys are sitting here like, girl, okay, so you put together this scholarship package. Why is this scholarship package so unique, and what makes it special? And am I guaranteed to really secure the bag within this package? The answer to that question is, of course, yes. So first of all, a lot of you know, those of you who really dove deep into trying to apply for scholarships, you need multiple criteria. Number one, you need a strong community service-based letter. And I'll give an example and an insight on my community service letter. So a lot of y'all know I was Westlakes High School swim team captain for 2 years. And a part of that, I had an IB service project, was pretty much something that we had to create a creative community service driven initiative and solve some sort of problem. So one of the problems that I identified is that nearly over 60% of kids, African American kids, do not know how to swim, and they also lack water safety instruction. That was so big, and when I tell y'all, I used that project to pretty much apply for every scholarship that was community service driven. So with that, I taught about 100 kids how to swim within the South Fulton community in Atlanta at no cost. After graduating from high school and swimming all those years, I decided that I don't want to go to swim for college. I'm tired of swimming, but I would love to take those tools and develop it in some type of community service driven project. So using that, I realized that it would be a great essay to write and just kind of tweak and, add some things in there that people really want to see, because honestly, these scholarship committees, they want to see what sets you apart outside of your academics, your GPA. Like, all of those things are great grades are great, but what do you do outside of school that makes you unique and different from a lot of the other applicants? So using that project, I believe that's one of the strongest components that allowed me to get scholarships outside of just having a very, very, very low EFC number. So the other thing that's really, really important is your personal service essay. Now, all of these things that I'm listed, this is included in my scholarship package. So I'm pretty much giving y'all like everything that I've done and submitted, like all of my writing, all of my recommendation letters, just everything in one package that I use. So you don't even have to start from scratch. Once you buy this package, you can put your name, your number, and whatever else that you want to put, personalize it to and make it your own unique creative story and get the bag. That's all you have nothing else better to do but get the bag. Okay, so in addition to the community service essay, you also need a personal essay that stands out and highlights everything you've done from like high school, even sometimes middle school, or anything community service driven. I know a lot of people, as far as going back to community service, a lot of people do community cleanups, a lot of people do volunteer services for nursing homes. Make it your own story, and let's get this back. So in addition to the personal essay, you must highlight your accomplishments, some of the characteristics that describe you, and I'm giving you a guide within this scholarship package that you can use and, like I said, create it in your own way. And this personal essay should really speak on all the high qualities that you have as a student and individual, and also somebody who is devoted to the community outside of school. The other thing that I'm including in this package, and y'all gonna see me, I got my iPad right here, y'all, all types of prepared, okay? So the other two things that you need are 2 strong recommendation letters. I am big on this. A lot of people might go to their teachers, they might go to somebody within faculty, and those are great. However, once you go in these community service project-based communities, you can get somebody who is the manager of an organization or whatever. Like, just make sure that they speak highly on what you have outside of school, because like I said, school is great. Great grades are great, but a lot of people have that. Everybody, their mom has good grades. Like, everybody, I don't say good grades, but you get what I'm saying. Like, that's the norm for everybody to strive or have this magnificent GPA, but people want to see what makes you like great outside of that. So allow those recommendation letters to really speak on the person that you are outside of school, or the person that you are within the community, you know. So I hope that my examples and everything, just telling my story, allows people to really think in an engaging, creative way on how you can really uniquely tell your story. I got so many scholarships to where not only was I getting refund checks, these scholarships were also paying off the previous loans that I had. So with that being said, by the time I graduated, like, I have the proof, I'm gonna attach it. My direct loan program says that I owe a balance of $0 after all of these scholarships. And also with these refund checks, y'all, and I'm gonna be transparent, the refund checks that I received were like, I'm talking about not like $200, $500, like these are like $8,000, $7,000 checks. And some people are like, girl, like, how you do that? It's all in the scholarship package, y'all. I'm telling you, get this package, do it for yourself, do it for your parents, do it for your family, do it for your future kids, so that you don't have to worry about debt, because we don't have time to be paying for school years down the road, and you graduated from Howard or something like that, and you're paying off over $50,000 in loans. We don't have time for that. So just like I said, get the package. I'm an open book as well. I check my YouTube actually daily. So if you want to reach out to me, email me. My Instagram is listed below. And just, I'm open, like, just ask me anything. Ask me anything you want to know. I'm going to give it to you the real tea. And I hope y'all really enjoyed this, and stay tuned for more videos.